acids have their own nomenclature system. And so how do you know something's an acid? Its formula starts with H. When you put acids in water, those hydrogens come off as ions. And so acids are kind of strange in that they're made from nonmetals, but when you put them in water, they act ionic and they form ions. So we always name based on the anion. Remember, anion means negative ion. So it's going to be whatever is after that H is what we'll use to figure out the name. And then we'll just use this little formula. So in this case, the anion is not a polyatomic. And when it's just an element like this and not a polyatomic ion, you use this template. You'll say hydro and then a base from the element involved, ic acid. So hydrochloric acid. And that would be the same for anything that's just a hydrogen with an element. This is hydrobromic acid. Okay, with polyatomic anions, for example, this one has a polyatomic ion, and so NO3 is nitrate, and the rule is 8 goes to ic, so we take off the 8, add ic, and of course we put the word acid. So nitric acid. This one is nitrite, ite to us, so nitrite becomes nitrous acid. So this is just a little summary of what I just said. If the anion, and remember the anion is just whatever is after the hydrogen, if the anion ends in "ide," and that's the case if it's just an element and not a polyatomic ion, then you do hydroic acid. If it's a polyatomic ion that ends in 8, then you change it. 8 becomes ic, so you'll have the base, ic acid. And if it's a polyatomic ion that ends in ite, then you'll have the base and you'll change the ite to us acid.